Hello and welcome back to our RedRun challenge in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, where today we are going to be playing with the Tanzia Ports Baroth. So let's go ahead and take the quest. Because we do have to play with it. And also, we want Baroth parts. Also, I should talk to Kayamba, shouldn't I? Well, I guess he doesn't have anything for us, but he did gain a level, so it was worth it. Alright. Now, let's go ahead and have some food. Fresh bread is always nice. Trainer does have some things going for it, but... Ooh, Weakener and Defender High. Admittedly, Weakener is only applicable to monsters who spawn in after the quest starts. But it's better than Defender High and some garbage skill. Of course, I didn't check to see what Defender High was paired with, so it could have been something amazing. I don't know. And I never will. Is this unstable? No, it's not. It's stable environment. Oh well. Let's go play with it. Hopefully we use fewer whetstones on this Baroth than we did on the Uragon in the last quest. Thankfully, we do get a couple more whetstones that aren't our own. I do like getting to take all the stuff in multiplayer quests. Because, like, it's a lot of stuff. And I like having a lot of stuff. And the Baroth should be hiding in his bog right through here. There he is. Let's see if I still got it. I do! It's a very small part of him to hit. And yet, I still managed to do it. So, just like with the other Baroths we've fought, we are going to try and cut the tail. And we're also going to gather as many sparklies as he'll give us, because we really need the fertile mud if we want to be able to get our field leveled up. Which I do want. Dang it. Kayamba, a little help? Thanks. Seriously? A little help, Kayamba? Thanks. Dang it. Little help, Kayamba? Thanks. Kayamba's being helpful. We really need to get a little bit less mud on this guy so we stop getting hit by mud every time, because the less mud he has, the less mud comes off him. And I don't know about you, but I don't like being bound. I was going to say snowman, but it's not snow. I don't know why I painted the Baroth. It's easy to follow. Well, mostly easy to follow. Ow. Unfortunately, we're not easily able to do enough impact damage to the Baroth's face to knock off its crown. Which is a shame, because I think I need Baroth scalps for maybe the weapon or maybe some other thing. Ow. Overcorrected my turn there. Good job breaking his fists there, buddy. The one thing that'll never get mud again. Well, I guess one of 3 things that are capable of never getting mud again. And dang it, why'd it have to be a tier? We need mud. Like, I'm used to Baroths giving, like, nothing but fertile mud. But the ones in this particular run have been like, here, have some tears. What's fertile mud? I don't know what that is. To wit, I have never yet had any. And yet we need it if we are to fully upgrade our field. I must say, I think I prefer how the mud is handled in Monster Hunter World over this game. Because just being able or unable to use your weaponry kind of sucks. Whereas being forced to move slowly and unable to properly dodge while in the mud in Monster Hunter World, it is a punishment, but it's not you can't play the game punishment. And also, nice job, Nahabra. And hey, we've got 1 fertile mud now. I think we can still, well, actually, no. Baroth, I think there's like infinite sparklies from, whereas other monsters, you're stuck getting between 1 and 3, depending on the monster. But Baroth, I don't think there's actually a limit to how many sparklies it can drop. It's just, if it gets more mud, it can drop more sparklies. Kind of like how there's no real limit to how many times you can mine Uragon. Or how many times you can get bugs from a Zinogre. Ow. I will say it's definitely interesting seeing how different Baroth is in this game versus World. And since we've got so many rations, we don't need to worry about waiting till we need 2 of them. Or rather, 2 bits of health. And seriously, directly on top of me? I should have let that cat break me free. Seriously? Not even gonna let me get the hit first? Okay, bye. Not really sure if I do or don't want it to get more mud before I get there. Because if it does, then there's more chances at fertile mud. If it doesn't, then we get more time with it not having much mud to shake. And honestly, I think not having as much mud to shake is probably preferable while its tail is still attached. Because being able to actually hit the tail during the mud shake, because it does keep its tail pretty low here. I mean, it's nice. I like being able to hit the tail. It's not something I can do on the regs. There we go. Now he's just got mud on the front and back. Ooh, and is tired. Well, getting more mud. Ah, but we interrupted it. Well, I timed and positioned everything wrong there. Ow. I'm pretty sure it's fire that's good against Barroth when it doesn't have mud. Like water to wash off the mud and then fire to burn it when it doesn't have mud. I know it's one of the two. It's either water is good when mud is on or off and fire is good in the opposite times. But I'm pretty sure it's not fire to burn off the mud. Because, like, that doesn't even make sense. Neither's got to do things that put his tail where I can reach it. Like, if he tries to shake mud right now, then we'd be pretty darn safe just going for the tail. That would be pretty great. I would appreciate it. Though being able to get a hit or two after every charge is also fine. Though I'd admittedly appreciate being able to get more than two. It's gonna take a few more hits to sever it. Yeah, this is what we want. Apparently we flinched a foot there. And we still got a hit. All right, buddy, put that tail where I can hit it. That attack boost will help. And that knockdown will also be good for us. Got a couple tail hits out of it. There we go. And now it doesn't really matter what we hit as long as it's not the face. Because we're not going to break the face. And if we don't get the mud off the face, he can still try and shake mud, but since his face is the only thing with mud, he'll never get much shaken off. So it's just a nice big opening for us. And yeah. Don't you do it, Alteroth. Don't you do it. Okay, thanks. It tried to do it, but it missed. And I appreciate that. It's always interesting when it goes down into its I'm going to charge pose. But then since its target is so close, it doesn't end up actually charging. It just does the head sweep with one step. It's just kind of silly. Kaba hasn't been doing a very good job of keeping areas free of small monsters, even though that mask is supposed to make him unable to stop attacking small monsters. Oh. He's actually going to make us use a cool drink. Ah, getting a snack, is he? Let's see if we can't interrupt his snackage. Not a great time to lose sharpness. All these poor Alteroths that got murdered here. I wanted the sparkly, not fire herb. How many types of stomachs do Alteroths have? At least 3. Luminous, Fine, and Alteroth. Made good use of that knockdown. Didn't make good use of that tailspin, though. And there's the limp we've been waiting for. What? Apparently that happens if you enrage a Baroth when it's trying to burrow away. I was unaware and unprepared. Always interesting to see new behaviors, especially in a game this old. And when this quest is over, we'll probably have a weapon that's got like 3 times the green sharp. I cannot wait for that. Because, yeah, we're using an irresponsible amount of whetstones every quest. It's actually costing me a decent amount of money to just keep in whetstones. Darn tail stub. Unfortunately, when Baroth sleeps in this game, only its crown is touchable. And since we bounce out off of that with our weapon, there's no reason for me to wait until it falls asleep. Ow. I probably should try and get the mud off his face. Just for another chance at a sparkly. Or he can just be dead. That's fine too. Scalp is nice. Ridge is nice. And claw is acceptable, I think. I think what we needed was the ridge, or maybe the scalp. Either way, we got both, so... yeah. And there's still quest rewards. Maybe we needed a shell? I don't know. We'll find out what we needed. Either way, I'm pretty sure there's still more Baroths that we can go after. I certainly hope there are. Otherwise, it's going to be sad times. Anytime you want to take me back, game. There we go. Oh, we got some more mud. That's great. We got enough to make the stuff. So clearly it wasn't ridges we needed. Could have been shells, because apparently we had 0 of those. But I don't think it was shells. I think it was scalp. Because I think it was something that I already had one of, but needed another. So hopefully the scalp is what we needed. I don't much feel like waiting to find out, so we're going to go right on over to the blacksmith. Also, I think now we're just a Kurapeko away from... well, no, I think there's also the Royal Ledroth we haven't done. Yeah, we gotta do the Peko. And maybe also the Gobble. So we might actually be a few quests away from our first urgent in Tanzia. What do you have today? Well, I mean, hey, a bunch of stuff on sale is nice. Also, before that last quest, before I started recording, I had checked and she had bomb casings, which is great to see that she can have those. Because needing to use sap plants and stones or iron ore is less than ideal. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get 99 herbs right now, because we do use those a pretty decent amount. I've never really been much of one for using herbs like that, but sometimes it's worth it. And now we've got whetstones to last for a while. There we go. Okay. Can we upgrade our Carapace Mace? We can! So it was a scalp. Alright. Let's do that, because, yeah, it's better than our Peko weapon. So from here, it should be pretty easy to guess which of these two weapons I'm more interested in. Unfortunately, one is gettable a little later, and it's very unlikely we'd be able to fully upgrade it simply because of the number of different bracky things it requires. But I do sincerely want the Dios Edge, because it's good. Slime weapons were really good in this game. Like, they don't overpower the appropriate element weapons on most monsters, but they're still good. And hey, we've got a new weapon with much more green sharp than we're used to. And with that, we're going to call this an episode. Join us next time when we take on, I don't know, Nibblesnarf. See you then, friends.